Chanel the goat. No, Chanel goat. Gucci gang.
What is the worst fan base on the whole entire planet?
Tell me.
I would probably say DC Extended Universe fans. Oh, sorry. Worlds of DC fans. You know why I picked these guys over Star Wars fans? Is that the only thing these guys need to actually rival Star Wars fans is the numbers. If you actually look at the statistics, they scared Anna Diop off of Twitter for playing Starfire, just like with Kelly Marie Tran.
Exactly, yes.
I've seen all sorts of abuse leveled at Zack Snyder, and some of the nature of this stuff we will see in today's video. And
yeah, you're right.
All we need is a schizophrenic child, and the circle is complete.
They're probably getting there.
Look out, Billy Batson. Look out. So we're going to be taking a look at some of my favourite DC Extended Worlds of DC fans in a special narration video. Are you ready to go?
I am. Let's go. Marvel can never reach the level DC is operating now. Not even in the next century. Marvel needs to learn from their superior on how to write a good script, cause their stories always gets worse than the last. Lol, fanjux will try to prove me wrong.
Just imagining Kevin Feige going up to, I don't know, whoever's looking after Worlds of DC, going, "Hey dude, you gotta help me out here. I got too much money, but not enough critical success from intellectuals. You gotta help me, man." Flash can take down the whole of Marvel in a second. Am I making any sense?
I do think that actually Quicksilver took him down, but okay. Well, on the second match, to be fair.
So they're like equal, or?
Well, the Flash won the first match, and I think Quicksilver won the second match, but then died of exhaustion, if I remember correctly.
The fun thing is, if you compile all the Flash facts together, like, he's actually technically the most OP hero in all of DC when you think about it. Because the Flash can travel time, you can create all sorts of time paradoxes, he's got pretty godlike abilities right there when you think about it. His speed is allegedly limitless depending on which continuities you're reading. Now, you might say, yeah, Superman can fly, but the Flash can actually vibrate himself so fast that he can literally levitate off the ground and reach the similar speed as Superman. But this is only going by certain continuities,
but
obviously.
He's still perfectly, like, killable.
And Quicksilver isn't?
Well, I didn't say that. I didn't say that Quicksilver was more powerful, I just said he was beat by Quicksilver once, and they are saying that no one can beat him.
Okay, fair. I mean, to be fair, be that as it may, whether or not he could take down all of Marvel in a second, would that make him a good character necessarily?
No.
The fact is, he is a good character.
Yeah,
I love Ezra
fine.
Miller's Flash.
Oh yeah, no, he's lovely, he's great.
Okay, so I guess this is what DC fans think happened when Zack Snyder, who they just like to refer to as Snyder, because they know him that well, I guess. Snyder!
My good friend Snyder.
Is Snyder coming over here with another bad movie? So I guess this is what Zack Snyder haters think the making of Batman v Superman was, I guess. Oversaturated high-contrast cinematography! Oversaturated. You guys complained literally about that one picture of Queen Mara from Justice League and all boosted the colours yourself, which makes the whole Whedon thing even more ironic. Crappy scripts and casting, trash storytelling, entire career of mediocrity, creates the DC Comics Extended Universe. You made a question there, Mr. Mima, because it's actually called Worlds of DC. So, get it right next time. Believe it or not, Thor is overrated. The likes of Wonder Woman, Superman, and others you guys argue he can't beat will beat the crap out of him. You focus on his abilities that you forgot the others' abilities. Thor barely survived against Thanos, who is definitely not a god, but Wonder Woman has defeated gods even Thor can only dream of beating. Thor has lifted the Midgard serpent, and Superman has carried the Earth for 5 days. Sentry, as the Void, has once manhandled Thor, killed Loki, and destroyed Asgard before begging Thor to kill him when he realized himself. Thanos manhandled Thor at the beginning of Infinity War.
Mr. Mixius Pedalic can beat him to pop, as we all know. When he gets bored, he can just erase from existence. Flash will beat Thor easily, in a jiffy, no big deal, in a flash. Who else? Stop being a jerk and think about others.
What is the agenda of this?
I don't know. What is the agenda? Is Thanos a good villain or not a good villain? Is Thor strong or
Be
not
considerate to
strong?
those around you and remember DC's better.
It just doesn't make a point. Like, Thor is overrated because Thanos could beat him, but then he makes a point how Thanos is really powerful.
It's just... like...
So it's like, to be fair,
Also, the likes of Wonder Woman, Superman, and others you guys argue he can't beat.
it
So
doesn't
what is
make
the
sense.
argument here? If we're all in agreement that he can't beat them, then what's the argument? Why should I stop being a jerk and think about others if I'm already agreeing with you anyway? Also, argue, agree. These two things mean the same thing in his whole post.
I don't know. I'm so confused. Attention, Marvel fans. Do not watch Aquaman. You're not going to like it. You know you're not going to like it. That's because it wasn't written for you. It's for a difficult audience with different tastes. And we're tired of hearing you bitch just because you wanted a children's comedy.
I'm just imagining, like, the DC fan, the average DC fan, comes into the cinema, sort of shirt and suit sort of thing, sits down, puts a leg up, puts his elbow on his knee, and puts his fingers on his chin, just caressing
I
it
feel
gently, like,
so sophisticated right now.
so that's how Aquaman got his special trident. This is good for my intellectual mind. Those Marvel tards would never understand any of this.
Also, you know, I feel so sophisticated. I just children's comedies. I mean, it's not like Shazam looks like one either.
This political subtext in Aquaman is so gripping for my intellectual mind. I feel nurtured as I watch. You take this one. You take this one.
DC is attraction. DC is love.
I pray to DC every night, thanking them for the life I have been given. My dad comes in and calls me a rip rip. I call him a cahoots. He smacks me and sends me to go to sleep. I feel something touch me. The Snyder Cut. The Snyder Cut leaves through my window. DC is attraction. DC is love.
This is why our Shazam, our Captain Marvel, rocks. Zach, aka Shazam, has no chills. He straight signed it. What a madman. He's a DC guy and he signed a Marvel poster.
I can't believe it. I mean, it's not like he was in Thor, the Dark Kingdom before, or in Ragnarok, and played Thundral, one of Thor's best friends.
Jesus Christ, Zach. You have 90 other kids to think about. How many of your daughters do you have to kill themselves before you realize you can't keep trying to destroy the superhero genre?
Jesus Christ, man.
Everyone hate on Zack Snyder for being a bad director, but no one ever brings up him driving his daughter to suicide.
This is the lowest of the low, in my opinion. When we're literally so entitled to the superhero movies that we are willing to blame the daughter of Zack Snyder's daughter because
I was disappointed in BVS.
That's a joke.
I haven't seen a Star Wars fan do this yet.
Well, to be fair, none of the Star Wars actors have killed themselves.
I guess we haven't had that opportunity yet, but I think
Because
give him half a chance, maybe.
I've seen some bad comments under, like, you know, the Ahmed Best who played Jar Jar Binks made the confession a few weeks ago that he was about to kill himself.
Yeah, really sad.
But
that.
he didn't. But there were a few comments under that saying you should have been in better films then.
That's horrible.
And that's
These are just horrible people.
absolutely horrible.
You know, I feel like I should start the hashtag legalize the lobotomy. We can find plenty of bait all
Oh
over Facebook
yeah,
with
no,
that.
obviously.
Jesus. This one this one I don't even know where to begin on this one. I don't know what end of the
The
spectrum.
most dumbest thing made by DC is the Flash.
You gonna make any points with that, or I mean, what's your deal? Can understand maybe you don't like it.
Be
but
gone, thought.
DC rocks. Marvel sucks because of Thor. On.
Why is the captain crying then?
Because he has to confess that, well, DC's just better. Like, the mass approval ratings from general audiences and box office money don't mean anything. It's just...
No.
Suicide Squad won an Oscar for
what-
Best Makeup, so...
What did Thor do to them?
Yeah, well...
Why do they keep picking on Thor? I mean, well, there's other people you could pick on in the Marvel universe that are not, like, the top notch.
If not Thor, then who, to be fair? Like, Beta Ray Bill? I like Beta Ray Bill.
Star-Lord.
I mean, that's fair. James Gunn!
Not because of what he did in Infinity War, though, just in general.
Just because he is.
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
Okay, and this is an interesting one. They're having a little poll on what the better film is, so they're going to try and work their way down to the best DCEU, Worlds of DC film. And we're going to find out, what do fans prefer? The Justice League or the Justice League Snyder Cut, which we don't know whether or not it exists yet. We don't even know if it was, ever a thing. But fans are petitioning for it. We don't have it. So we're basically voting between the Justice League we got or a movie that doesn't exist. Let's find out.
Obviously, I already know that Episode 9 of Star Wars is gonna be my favorite film ever.
And I know that I hated The Last Jedi so much that J.J. Abrams' original script is definitely gonna be better. I know better, I know best, I know that I like Abrams' script better. Even though I haven't read it, I just know it. Anyway, onwards with the point. Yes, DC fans really do think they know better.
Wow.
The Snyder Cut won. The movie that doesn't exist, that they haven't seen, that they don't even know if they like, won. Not to mention all the production stills and stuff that they saturated, which look more like the Whedon cut. They got everything they asked for.
You know what they should do? Release the exact same film, but just with the caption, the Snyder Cut.
They'll be like...
And they'll be like, oh, it's so much better, but it's the exact same film. Nothing changed. I bet they find something and be like, oh, that's so much better.
What they'll do is do like a publicity campaign of like, this is the Snyder Cut. It's got no moustache CGI. It's got none of that. And everyone will just be like tearing up like, I feel so much more nurtured for my intelligence watching this. And I can't even see Superman's moustache anymore. It's completely gone. So anyway, yes, that was our little look
is that everything?
at the the fandom of the Worlds of DC. We have covered a little glimpses of the DC extended universe. Worlds of DC fandom. Yeah, get that bug spray out. We're gonna have to get rid of these leeches. Take that, you damn insects.